Hi, I'm Ian Reapy and I'm going to read an extract from my debut novel Red Dirt. Um, in this part, the narrator is Murph and he's a young Irish fella who's up doing his farm work on a mango farm in the Kimberley region in kind of rural Australia, and he meets Fiona, one of the other main characters in the book, in this scene, and Shane is his best friend. Wait, wait, Fiona shouted after me as I jogged back to my machine. The afternoon was heavy with heat. I wiped my forehead with the bottom of my t-shirt, giving Fiona a flash on my white stomach. What you want? I know you. Yeah, so you keep reminding me. Her body was slim. Her fair hair was to her shoulders. She'd a small scar in a broken circle on her cheek and her arms were sparkling blue in the sun. She put her hand on my arm. I looked at it. You're the builder's son, yeah? My dad worked for your dad. My stomach sank. Look, Fiona, or whatever your name is, I'm not my father. I didn't mean for people to lose their jobs and homes. Don't drag that shit halfway across the world. I pushed her hand away. No, wait, she said, and put her hand on my shoulder this time. It doesn't matter what happened back there. Everyone went mad, everyone, the whole country. I know your mum. She used to visit the nursing home, even after she quit. Even when your family got really, with the developments and all. She trailed off. It was nice of her though. My gran is in there, Alzheimer's, completely gone in the head. Her memories. She liked your mother. I love my granny. Isn't it mad the two of us are here in Western Australia instead of the west of Ireland? The times, eh? I got pangs. She spoke like home and looked like home even though she had a good tan. She'd that Irish girl thing, the friendliness radiating off her. Here, fuck off with your giant speech. I've got stuff to do, I said and climbed into my tractor. Your wanna put Mam in my head over Hopper. That guilt was different. Mam's email saying, Skype soon, pet, or will you send us on your new number, or let us know you're okay. I loved her, but I couldn't give her an inch or she'd be hassling me the whole time. Mam and her worrying, it never ended. I remember when she used to come home from the nursing home. This was well before the boom. I was in primary school. She always smelled of hospital and boiled food. She left the job when we moved into the new house. It was a 5-bed, had a jacuzzi, a bar, a games room and a basketball court just for me, which I only ever played in once. She acquired her posh accent. There'd be no point ringing her now, for a while anyway, until this Hopper mess was sorted, because she'd only get it out of me. She could pick up what was bothering me just from my voice and interrogate the shite out of me until she knew what was going on. I drove up the fields, I drove down the fields, I looked out for Hopper. At the end of the shift, Fiona was waiting. You'd want to have some manners, young fella, she said to me. Long day, not interested. I waved her off and walked towards my room. I needed a scrubbing and some food. She followed. Look, I don't know anyone else here except you. And I don't really know you, but your mother is nice, so there's a good chance you are. Cromwell's owl lady was probably sound too. She stalled. Dust rose from the ground. Did you just compare yourself to Oliver Cromwell? She asked. I paused and looked at her. Her lips were plump. Her nose was a bit uneven. I could smell her ice cream perfume and I tried to keep my eyes from the flesh of her legs under her denim shorts. I suppose I did, yeah. Fuck off so, she said, and walked away from me. I looked back at her and smirked. She was sitting in the courtyard wearing a hoodie and scratching away at a sketchbook when I'd finished my dinner. The TV showed some shite American comedy. The actors had big white smiles and delivered punchlines to fake recorded laughter. Fiona didn't say anything when she saw me coming, but nudged her head in acknowledgement before she went back to her drawing. You alright? I asked. She chuckled but didn't look at me. Why wouldn't I be? I put my hands in my pockets. Dunno. I went to look over her shoulder, but she closed the book before I could investigate. My fingers found lint at the bottom of my pockets. I rolled it around, feeling awkward as fuck. Earlier, you caught me at a bad time. You're grand, whatever. She eyed me, and something about the way she looked gave me that tremor again. Don't be like that. Fiona, wasn't it? She nodded. I said, sometimes, and stopped. I sighed. I didn't really want to tell her, but I knew I had to. She'd stay sulking otherwise. Sometimes when home is brought up, I go funny, the way things went with the buildings. You're grand, she said, and got up to leave. I put my hand out to stop her. The cloth of her hoodie was thin but fleecy. No, wait, stay where you are. She didn't move. Stay, I said and nodded. Will you stay with me? She didn't move. I sat down and she sighed before going back on her seat. When she was settled, I asked, "What's your surname anyway, and which part of town are you from? Did things work out okay for your father? Are you okay? Are things okay for you here? Your room and that, the work?" My voice was gone fast. I gulped. "I'm sorry." She touched her neck and pursed her lips. She wasn't listening to me. "I'd love a decent cup of tea." I laughed. "That's Shane's chat-up line. I'll warn you now. I've Irish tea bags and a pack of condoms. It works some of the time too." "And does he?" she asked. "Does he what? Have the tea bags? Does he fuck?" Thanks.